Unscripted.
You know, ever so often we get really good news like this, and I love doing these types of videos because not only does it prove Sony right, it proves myself right, it proves a lot of people right when, you know, this is something that has been kind of going on for a little bit. And again, like, so many people were out there kind of saying otherwise, and we had, like, quote-unquote insiders saying otherwise, and now we just you know, we sort of just seen this honestly as sort of a way to kind of touch base with gamers and stuff like that. You know, I feel like this is something that, like, a lot of people are going to be talking about, obviously, and clearly this is something that realistically people should be talking about, because again, it's one of those things that just kind of out of the blue just sort of happens, and I absolutely love it. I think this is fantastic stuff, and I can't wait to get into it with you guys. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you very much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate it. You know, if you guys just hit the like button, it means a lot. Maybe consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Hit the bell, because again, YouTube doesn't really send out a ton of notices, but it would be nice if you guys would actually do that. So thank you guys. Shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, and everybody in between. You are fantastic. Thank you so much for always rocking out with me and keeping it real and doing that kind of good stuff. So thank you guys. With that being said, I want to get into this because, again, I like being proven right, and this is stuff that's really good. Xbox fanboys were up on their high horse recently. This was something that was bound to happen at some point, I guess. You know, you had this whole contingent of Xbox fanboy fan base saying, you know, it's all about the tools and this and that, you know, completely ignoring the fact that tools get updated across the board, and, you know, dev kits get updated across the board, and, you know, the performance increases weren't going to leapfrog what Sony's doing completely. And, you know, despite that fact, you just had this kind of thing happening, you know, at sort of a weird time. But still, even the fake insiders were trying to level things out for Microsoft. But now we get an idea of just how bad that kind of hatred and that kind of nonsense and FUD was. Resident Evil Village, the demo, runs at native 4K resolution with only slight performance drops according to the new analysis. So remember, if you guys go back, Dusk Golem, the person who got kind of discredited and kicked off of moderation at Reset Era, said that the game was only running 1080 60 on PS5 and it was 4K 60 on Xbox Series X, and now we see that it's actually 4K 60 on the PS5. So the Resident Evil Village maiden demo is not representative of the final game, of course, but in more ways than one, but it definitely paints a good picture regarding resolution and performance. Now, according to this, which I will link in the description, of course, you can take, they took a good look at the recently released PlayStation 5 exclusive demo, confirming that it runs at native 4K resolution and a mostly stable 60 frames per second, dropping to the 50s when the enemies appear. But the video also highlights how texture resolution seems to be lower than in the latest trailer, so the final game is going to definitely look significantly better than this. And I gotta say, if you didn't play this, then, you know, go ahead and feel free to play it. It's just definitely one of those things that kind of blows my mind with how amazing it looks. You know, it already looks crisp and it looks amazing, so to see that is absolutely fantastic. So the demo runs natively 2160 on PS5. The frame rate reaches a stable 60 frames per second most of the time. Now, as soon as the enemies make his appearance, the frame rate drops to the mid-50s. The textures seem to have suffered some cut in resolution with respect to the reveal trailer. Now, obviously, Resident Evil Village is releasing on numerous consoles: PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, Xbox One X. And during the showcase yesterday, Capcom shared not only a new trailer, but also the first gameplay footage highlighting some of the game's mechanics, the return of the item management and crafting combat, and more, which, again, it looked pretty good. I thought it looked really good, but this is stuff that I love talking about because, again, it really just goes to show exactly what Sony was talking about. Now, everybody was jumping on this whole thing that, you know, the tools have arrived, and now, you know, Microsoft was, you know, going to win all of those face-offs again and stuff like that, and it just doesn't it just honestly doesn't do. That's not how it's going to be. You know, I understand the need for that, and I understand. Trust me, as somebody who was like a huge Xbox fanboy for the longest time, I think that this isn't how you kind of treat your, this is sort of like one of those weird type of situations. But you don't want to sit there and kind of get your hopes up and think, well, from here on in, every Xbox, every multiplat is gonna look better on Xbox, because I clearly don't think that's going to be the case. And Sony was very smart with their design, and all you have to do really is kind of go back and listen to what Mark Cerny was saying originally, and you kind of get the idea of kind of what we're talking about and where we're coming from with this. So yeah, definitely see how this kind of came about, and was pretty cool to see in terms of what's happening, and I love to see that. You know what I mean? I love to see where, not like, I can be wrong too. Trust me, I've been wrong a lot. But it's nice to see other people be wrong. And I got to tell you what, coming off the heels of that price increase of Xbox Live, and the fact that everybody was saying, so many people were saying Xbox Live was going to be free, man, you absolutely, kind of get the idea that, get the idea that that's not, that's sort of a slap in the face to the gamers, and that's just really, it kind of just blows my mind. Kind of still just blows my mind. But yeah, super interesting to even say the least. And again, this is just something that I hope that we kind of continue to see from Sony, and continue to defy the odds and go out there and kind of get everything done again. Again, I think that what we're seeing from these companies, obviously, let me be the first to, I guess, kind of reiterate this fact. These companies don't really care about us in the least, right? Like, I know that that's probably something that sounds like it should be pretty obvious, but it's the truth. They for the most part don't care about us. They want our money. But you have to be in tune with the fans to get that money to begin with. So I really do think that that's something that people have to kind of keep in mind as we go forward as well. That's just one of those things that we're going to keep seeing as time goes on. I do really hope that we continue to see different things coming from these companies. But man, at the end of the day, I love seeing Sony kind of... Sony shouldn't really be the underdog in this, but it's just, Microsoft has so much damn money that, and they went all out with talking about the best console ever and all this kind of stuff. And so I think, it's just one of those things where we're going to just have to kind of... just see where the chips lie with this. But I do look at Sony as sort of the underdog, just for the simple fact that Microsoft can literally go out there, buy what they want, and do what they want, take losses, and yet they baffling do things like double the price of gold, and kind of screw their consumers over. So yeah, it's very much a weird situation, to say the least, and kind of, like I said, baffling to say the least. But at the end of the day, I do feel that I think Sony has the better product. I think that Microsoft has a good console, but I don't think they give a crap about the console market, to be honest with you. I honestly do not think they care about it. I think that they just more or less care about the other stuff, because if you look at it, and I made this point on social media, let's just look at Fortnite. There's other free-to-play games, but that's the biggest one. Let's look at Fortnite, okay? You can play it for free on the Switch. You can play it for free on the PS4 and the PS5. You can play it for free on PC and Windows. You can play it for free on mobile. It's $120 a year to play it on Xbox Live. Think about that. I mean, there's really no defending that. That's honestly, there is no defending that. There is absolutely no defending that whatsoever. I love what Sony's been doing. It baffles me what Microsoft does lately. I have no idea what the hell they're thinking, to be quite honest with you guys. I don't understand it, and I don't know if I ever will. I guess all the people and the quote-unquote insiders and pundits that said it was going to be a free thing, I think that that's something that's going to be unbelievable to see that. You know what I mean? It just baffles me. I don't understand. Like, literally, I'm shaking my head thinking, what the hell is wrong with these companies? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell is wrong with these companies? I just don't understand it. So for me, at the end of the day, it's a bad tactic that Microsoft is using. But again, on point of this topic, which was the performance, once again outdoing what everybody said it would do. So congratulations to Sony. You guys did a fantastic job. You did a wonderful job with creating the console. It's my hands down my favorite console, and bravo to that. Hopefully we're going to see more of this down the line. But yeah, man, this is bad news for Microsoft all day long. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Rack 'em up. Game on, my friends. Game on. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.